Take a population of organisms and split it into two geographically isolated populations. Do you agree that as their traits change over time, that given sufficient time, after reuniting the two populations, they will be sufficiently different that interbreeding will no longer be possible?
Yes. I don't believe it's possible to successfully breed a female miniature Pomeranian with a male Great Dane. Nonetheless, I still consider both to be dogs. TwirlySocrates, do you agree that despite the vast genetic variations between miniature Pomeranians and Great Danes, both are still considered dogs?
There isn't a large genetic difference, there is a large phenotypic difference. But yes. Do you agree that dogs share ancestry with other kinds of dogs?
Yes.
Do you agree that dogs share ancestry with other kinds of canines? Wolves or foxes, for example?
Dogs and wolves, yes. But dogs and foxes, I'm not so sure. Similarly, echidnas and platypuses have a lot in common. But I don't believe they have any common ancestors. When it comes to evolution, I look at stuff like horses and donkeys. They look really similar and can breed together, but all of their offspring, mules, are sterile. Do you agree that mules are sterile?
I agree, mules are sterile. Do you agree there is a fossil record that shows transitions between dogs, wolves, and Leptocyon? I am referring to these.
I don't know. You haven't shown me anything to compare other than name only. In order for a transition to occur, one thing has to come from another, and I see no reason to believe wolves came from Canis mossbaccensis, other than you just saying so.
Here's a 2009 paper which summarizes what we know about fossil canina.
What part of it says wolves came from mossbaccensis?
By placing them both in the genus, Canis, it's implied that they are closely related. I'm not sure if it specifies that relationship here.
Okay, you appear to be throwing random articles at me now. I consider wolves and coyotes as being closely related. Do you agree that closely related doesn't automatically mean descended from? TwirlySocrates has chosen not to answer. Do you agree that there are no known five-celled organisms?
No, I've observed some myself. I've personally seen plenty of blue-green algal colonies, with specialized cells, which could exist in colonies of various sizes, including 5.
Okay, I'll concede on that one. Now, if I were to show you the bones of a human midget compared to the bones of a 6-foot-tall man and the bones of a 10-foot-tall man, do you agree that that wouldn't automatically show a transition from short to tall?
Sure. But if I had a large enough sampling of human skeletons, then I could likely conclude that the 3-foot and 10-feet adult were outliers. Neanderthals were once thought to be hunched over, but as more skeletons came in, we realized that their posture was quite similar to ours. We only thought they were hunched because the original specimen we were studying had a back problem.
So what makes you think wolves came from Canis mossbaccensis instead of just living side by side with them like wolves and coyotes today? Wolves and coyotes, by the way, can interbreed and have fertile offspring known as coy wolves. But that doesn't mean wolves came from coyotes, or vice versa. It only means that coy wolves came from wolves and coyotes.
You're asking for anatomical expertise, which I do not have.
It sounds like you just made up the claim that wolves came from mossbaccensis now. That, or you're just not thinking for yourself, and you only believe so because someone else said so. Guess we'll leave it at that. This message has been brought to you by the Flat Earth Institute of Science, with a shout out to our Flat Earth friends at jaddecals.com.
There is a crisis in cosmology. Usually in science, if we're off by a factor of 2 or a factor of 10, we call that horrible. We say something's wrong with the theory. We're off by a factor of 10. However, in cosmology, we're off by a factor of 10 to the 120. That is 1 with 120 zeros after it. This is the largest mismatch between theory and experiment in the history of science.
When leading astrophysicists admit that, don't you dare be afraid to question your textbooks.